Hello sweet soul, and welcome to another travel yoga class. Today we're going to enjoy a full body intuitive vinyasa, and whenever you're ready, find a comfortable seat. Let's start today's practice with a deep breath. Inhale, hands over your head, palms touch, maybe look up. Exhale, bring your hands back to your heart space. Placing your right hand next to your right hip, inhale, left hand up and over, palm facing down, finding a nice side stretch in your left side. Remember to ground your left hip down and extend your left arm far above you. Maybe you can open up your heart a little more if it's accessible. Exhale, return to center. Placing your left hand next to your left hip, inhale, right hand up and over, and finding your variation on the other side. Exhale, return back to center. Now pulling your shoulders back and down, clasping your hands behind your back if possible, and open up your heart space a little more. Connect with your breath right away. Release the clasp, bring the hands in front of you, and now start spreading your shoulders. Now come into your downward facing dog. Hands are coming to the top of your mat, fingers spread wide, grounding into the index finger and your thumb. Hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width apart, pressing the floor away from you, engaging your shoulders, energetically pulling your tailbone up to the sky and your heels towards the floor. Start bending one knee at a time and walking your dog, gazing in between your toes. On your next exhale, grab with your right hand on the outside of your left ankle for a twisted downward facing dog. Feel free to widen the stance or bring your hands closer to your feet to find more stability. Exhale, return to center. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bringing your left hand on the outside of your right ankle this time. Exhale, return back to your normal downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting your right leg up, bending your knee, opening up the hip right away. Exhale, knee to nose, step in between your hands. Lowering down your left knee, untucking your left toes, making sure that your left leg is in one line with your left hip. Finding your low lunge, maybe clasping your hands again behind your back and opening up your heart a little more. Exhale, release, and pushing back into your half split, flexing your toes, making sure that your hips stay square. Maybe you can even include a forward fold if it feels good. Inhale, returning back to your low lunge, lifting your left knee off the floor and your right hand up, finding a twisted high lunge. Exhale, hands back to the floor and finding your pigeon, bringing your right knee towards your right wrist and your right foot wherever feels good between your left hip and your left wrist. Making sure to keep squaring out those hips, sitting upright or folding forward, whatever feels best for you today. Tucking your left foot, pressing yourself back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot up, bending the knee, opening up the hip. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping through your hands, lowering your right knee to the floor, untucking your toes, clasping your hands behind your back and opening up your heart. Keep your hips square. And keep breathing. Exhale, pushing yourself back into your half splits, maybe including another forward fold. Inhale, pressing yourself back forwards and finding a twisted high lunge. Exhale, return your hands back to the floor and find your pigeon on the left side. Sitting upright or folding forwards again. Inhale, come back up, tucking your right foot and pressing yourself back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, come onto your toes, rolling forwards into your high plank. Exhale, bending the knees, pressing yourself back into your downward facing dog. Inhale to high plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Imagine you're moving like a wave. And whenever you're ready, coming into your forward fold to the top of your mat, maybe moving from left to right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up into your mountain position. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's come into a couple of sunnies. Inhale, hands over your head, maybe finding a slight back bend. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping through your high plank into your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, walking to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart space. Another one if it feels good, or find anything intuitive here. Inhale, hands over your head, maybe including another back bend. Exhale, swan dive forwards into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now bringing your knees to the floor, toes touch, maybe taking your knees further apart and finding a child's pose. Letting your hips sink towards your heels and your heart and forehead melt towards your mat. Finding stillness or some movement, whatever feels good. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, shoulders back and down, straightening out your back. Inhale, hands over your head, one more back bend if it feels good. Exhale, bringing your thumbs to your third eye, the space in between your eyebrows. May you have thoughts of wisdom and clarity, bringing your thumbs to your lips. May you speak words of kindness and truth, and bringing your hands to your heart space. May you feel and give the love that you truly deserve. The love and light in me sees and honors the love and light in you. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through today's practice, and namaste.